Hello again guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to the 11th episode of our Xenonauts playthrough where we are trying to defend Earth from the alien invaders. Just before I start, there are a couple of really quick roster changes that I want to make here. First of all, I am going to remove Peter from the next mission because he is wounded. Now, as long as you're less than 50% wounded, because there's wounded and injured, then you can actually still take them on the mission, but I would prefer my people to be able to recover. I'm also going to take Garrett off, because Garrett is also wounded as well. We're going to put Shadowhawk on as our temporary sniper, and we are also going to put on board Sweet Cherry Pie, and we've got a very specific role in mind for her. So let's just go on to the soldier equipment, make sure that everyone on board has armor. Luckily it does seem to be, for the most part, defaulting people to the correct armor. You are now overweight, but that's fine because you're actually going to be our sniper with any luck. Yep, that's fine. And we need an 8th person, of course. Let's just have a quick look at that. Who else are we going to put on there? What are we missing? Who did we take off? We took off Peter, which was a rifleman. I thought we've just taken off 2 and put 2 on. Did I misclick somewhere? The answer is probably. Let's have a look. Stephen, I think you can come back along for this one. And so Jackal armor, Jackal armor, Jackal, 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 basic armor. No, Jackal armor. No, he's still overweight with that. Let's get rid of the medipack. Let's get rid of the pistol. There we go. Fine, you're sniping. Yep, that's fine. That will do. Let us now just quickly... no, one other thing. Sweet Cherry Pie, where are you? We have a new task in mind for you. You're going to have a shield, but you're not going to have a pistol. Well, actually, you are going to have a pistol. You're going to keep that in your backpack. But what you are going to have is a stun stick, and hopefully we can get ourselves some aliens. We've got different types of rocket now. Oh yes, of course, we now have stun rockets as well, which may be a much more sensible way of doing things. But you did volunteer for this mission, so remember that. If this doesn't work out, we'll try stun rockets next time. That said, do we necessarily need the suppression here? I think what we may be tempted to do is change your role, make you into a Rocketeer, but we're actually going to give you stun rockets. How many of these can you actually carry? Yeah, you're slightly over with an extra one there. Bit of a shame. But that should be more than enough. Obviously, of course, make sure we give you the right armor. Now you're well over again, aren't you? Do you need a pistol? Remove one of those from you. Might as well give you the pistol back just in case. Can you take any ammo for it? No, you're over. Okay, that is good to go. Four rockets. We should have some way of stunning aliens if need be. So let's just make sure everybody is in the right place. We want our 2 precision rifles at either side on the back doors. We want our shock baton in the middle. We want our 2 ballistic rifles either side. In fact, we're actually going to put Peter at the front. Is that Peter? Who's got the rocket launcher? I can't remember. Is it Stephen? Stephen. We're actually going to put Stephen in the front in the middle, because that way we may actually be able to get an early shot off if there's any aliens outside the door. So we're all ready to go for our next mission with any luck. Let's speed things up until we get something happening. We've researched the fighter now, which is something that we did encounter in the last video. Top speed of 1800. I thought the speed was a little bit different. The fighter is a very small UFO, apparently designed for air supremacy. It is faster and tougher than the Light Scout, and surprisingly well armed for its size. Though not an individually a match for the F-17 Condor, I doubt a lone F-17 would stand much of a chance against a full squadron of 3. The most interesting feature of the design is the absence of the pressurized crew compartment. Virtually the entirety of the saucer consists of propulsion systems, sensors and a weapons array. This initially led us to believe that the craft was unmanned, but analysis of the wreckage revealed enough biological material to convince us otherwise. We were unsure exactly for what form the pilot takes, there is only room for one, but the lack of a transparent canopy or control system implies they are much more heavily integrated with the craft than the human pilots are. It sounds quite a lot like Battlestar Galactica. The fighter's primary armament is a short-ranged, rapid-fire energy weapon, much like the craft cannon on our F-17s. However, it also carries a pair of long-ranged homing plasma projectiles that act more like missiles. Quite what these devices are and how they work is unknown, as fighters tend to explode so spectacularly when destroyed that there is little left to study. Whatever the culprit, I doubt we'll be recovering an intact version any time soon. So we are going to have to watch out for these, especially as they may well travel in squadrons. Okay, we do have a hangar completed at Area 52. Still can't do an awful lot until we've got the radar arrays up and running. Jackal armor is now finished. We will be building ourselves some laser weapons pretty much as soon as is realistically possible. Just looking at the bases, we still don't have... Oh, we do have that set up now. How much would it cost us for a radar array? Ooh, a lot more money than we actually have. Okay, back on to speeding things up. And we have now managed to research Alanium. Alanium is the fundamental power source for all alien technology. It is a translucent yellow material that resembles amber in appearance and forms the core of the alien power source recently recovered, the rest of the device ultimately proving inconsequential. Detailed analysis of Alanium's molecular structure reveals an incredibly dense atomic arrangement, allowing the material to store energy in quantities previously thought impossible. Despite this, the material remains inert and has a half-life of nearly 1 trillion years. It can be cracked if enough mechanical force is applied, but this will not cause any energy discharge. This can be explained by the exceptionally stable arrangement of the atomic chains, which also contains a clue as to how to unlock the energy trapped within. Each chain contains a regular weak bonds that can be broken with a precise application of energy. By specifically targeting and breaking these weak bonds with a laser, one can easily generate a controlled energy release of virtually any size. This leads me to believe that Alanium is no more than an incredibly advanced alien battery. The molecular structure is not one that would occur naturally nor contain any inherent energy of its own, but it makes perfect method for storing the output from a far greater power source. As we have no way of recharging Alanium and will most certainly be using it to power our new technology we develop, we should make an effort to recover as much as possible from the UFOs and alien ground forces. So it works a little bit like the Alarium, or whatever it was called in the original XCOM, which was basically an alien power source that you had to get from the UFOs and bases because you couldn't actually go and make it yourself. So we can now actually research alien explosives and alien alloy fabrication. Well, it might be nice to get some air-to-air missiles. That's going to be much more useful for us. We're definitely going to get scientists onto that straight away. Can't really change any of these. Can we take any scientists off that and keep it on good? Yes, we can, but then we probably can't get heavy laser weapons up any higher, so we'll probably leave those where they were just for the time being. 15 on each. And go back to the Xenoscape, or the Geoscape. UFO detected, 1600 speed, 2,000 kilometers per hour, so that is one of the larger scouts. So we are going to intercept you with Foxtrot 1. And you can see ETA 38 seconds, it is a much faster ship. No doubt we'll be getting a lot more, and yes we are. It's actually another heavy scout. So we are going to intercept you with 2 Condors if we can. Let's speed things up a little bit. And we've detected a third one. Now I can't really deal with that one at this particular moment in time. So let's just leave that alone. This is going to auto-resolve with a 96% chance of victory, so let us do that. Foxtrot 1 has taken some damage, but it's not too bad. It is completely out of ammo, though, which is a little bit problematic. It's far too risky to try and take out these guys with a single F-17. Okay, this one isn't overland. We'd like it to be overland at some point. Right, it's actually outrunning us now. No, we've got it. We're going to auto-resolve. We do have some ammo left. It is possible that we might be able to, just possibly, reach this one, if we're really lucky. But I think it's actually... Yeah, we're actually out of ammo, out of fuel. So we can't actually respond to that one at the moment. Let's just have a quick look. We may actually be okay here. Let's just quickly go back to the geoscape. Can we intercept with Foxtrot 1? It is repairing. It's at 90%, but it's at full health, full ammo and full fuel. Which means we might be able to take it. 71% chance of victory. We did take it. Brilliant. Okay, we took some more damage in the process, but this is now great. We have 3 potential targets, all the same size. We have industrial, which I think we are just going to airstrike off. We have... That doesn't sell. Terrain Middle East. And Terrain Middle East. Okay, well, we'll airstrike that one off. This is the one which we will be paying a visit to. It will be a day mission. And we're going to see if we can get ourselves a live alien or two. Of course, we're still at the point where we can't actually tell what type of alien we are going to get on a mission. It's mainly been the civilians so far. We have encountered one other type of alien. I can't remember what their race is called now. I've only seen those a couple of times, although their range and accuracy is much better than the civilians. But we are going to do our best to try and capture one alive. So, Bob. Well, that is the corner of the map, which is nice. So let's move you forward. Can't see anything with you. Shadowhawk, let's see if we can't get you shot on the first mission. No, of course we wouldn't want to do that. Okay, we seem clear in that direction. We seem clear in that direction. So let's crouch you down there. Start having a look around. Thank you, Spencer. James, is there a safe place for you to get? You've got quite a lot of time units. You should be able to safely get over here. And you can crouch. No sign of the UFO yet. Let us take Stephen. Get you over here. Let's have a look in that way and crouch. Start moving our shotguns forward. Over the fence, because, you know, that's the best way to go. Can't see anything there, so you just wait for impending doom. Let us get Cherry Pie on the forward. Don't have an awful lot of time units. How many time units does it take to actually use the stun stick? 45. Oh no, it works on distance as well. So not all that much. So if you were to do it on somebody next to you, 12 time units. So that's not too bad. That's not. I was just going to say, if it's 45 time units and you've only got 48, you're not actually going to have any time to get close to anybody. But I think we will be okay. I am going to get someone to check around the back here, just to be certain. Seems okay. Everybody who can move has moved. Let's end the turn. Oh, well. That's psionics, so we instantly know, and we can see this little guy over here actually, we instantly know who we're dealing with. Gotta be really careful with these guys. Now, we may be better off to try and shoot any of the ones that we see outside and then try and capture alive ones in the UFO. I'm not sure which is going to be the best way. You've got no chance to hit because you've got a wall in your way. You can see him, but you're not really going to get a very good shot with a shotgun from there, which is a little bit of a shame. We'll deal with you momentarily. In the meantime, we're actually going to have a bit of a scout around with some of our other people. Let's make sure all of these buildings are empty. Now, we don't really have a sniper in position for that shot. What about you, Bob? Have you got a line of sight from there? Oh, it's the side of the Sky Ranger. It's the side of the dropship that's blocking you. Maybe one more space forwards? No? One more? Right, you still have a shot, though. You do still have a shot. 58% chance. You hit a fence. Come on, Bob. Right, let us try and... Let's get you moved for a start. Because that's just not a good place to be. Okay, Ben, you wait there. You can't see him now, but that's fine, because we're going to move you up into the space where he was. You don't have a shot either. This is very, very annoying in the position that he's in. What about if we get you to here? Right, your shot is still blocked, but you potentially still have a chance. What about a burst shot? Let's try taking that. No, we missed. We didn't even get a suppression off, sadly. We're going to have to start moving some people around in order to attempt to deal. Still got Spencer here, with his inability to actually move very far. I think we're actually just going to move Sweet Cherry Pie through the building. Might be the fastest way. Is there any chance whatsoever of you getting a rocket inside? Not unless we could take the wall out first, I guess is what we're saying here. Now, would that permeate through the wall? Is a question I'd be very willing to find the answer to. Well, it suppressed him, if nothing else. I wonder if that will actually knock him out, though. Well, at least that answers the question. Shadowhawk, we still have you around. Can we get you to a position where you can do anything to deal with that? Probably not. So let's get you over here. And crouch. And end the turn. Obviously, the big problem is the mind control. I don't know how well it works in this game. Whether they have a cooldown on it. Whether they can attempt to spam it on every turn. Ah, we have an unconscious alien. Nice one. You've bagged yourself a live one there, Stephen. Assuming that we actually can complete the mission. I'm guessing it's pretty bad for our own troops to walk through the smoke. So I should try and avoid that if at all possible. We are going to go and check in this building. We do have armed forces, so we'll just use you to check outside of that door shortly. Still haven't seen the UFO yet. We've got plenty of map over here as well. Now we do have an open door here. Why do we have an open door? Okay, no alien spotted, but that is the edge of the map. So there's no UFO in this corner. So we can assume that the UFO is going to be over here somewhere. Right. I guess it's always a little bit exploitative, the fact that you can quite easily work out where the edge of the map is. Now, I can't click there. I can click anywhere else, but I can't click there, which means there's something there. Question is what? Civilian. Oh yes, of course, we know you're there because we just saw you from there. Derp. Right, so let us continue to head on over in this direction. Fence isn't going to provide us with an awful lot of cover. Move you up to this window. Seems fine. Okay, James, how far forwards can you get realistically? We have an alien spotted and you're just there. Well, you can't take a shot from there. Right, you seem safe. Have we spotted another one or is that the same one? Nope, that is the same one. That's fine. So, you come over here. Oh, now we've spotted a second one. That's not what we wanted to do. You don't have enough time units for a hit either. Okay, crouch down. And now we've got the other problem. Everybody's miles away. Bob is well out of position there. Spencer, with your incredibly short legs, let us try and move you into a better position. Not that there is such a thing. Let's try and get you over here, though. And you can crouch. Sweet cherry pie. We need to get you over here as well if we can. Let's get you over to this corner. Wait for the smoke to dissipate. Don't want that. Is that guy got up and moved, or is it just because we can't see him because we no longer have line of sight on him? It's a little bit worrying either way. Shadowhawk. Let us get you over here. Admittedly, you're not going to be able to do anything from there, and you're now completely facing the wrong direction. You can't turn around, but at least you're actually heading in the right direction of the battle. And Stephen, let us get you... So you don't have an awful lot of movement either. But we'll edge you forward as much as we can. That's everyone who can move has moved. You're going to stick your head out and take a shot, which is surprisingly not shooting at the person I thought you were shooting at. Or maybe you were. Maybe you're just a bad shot. I don't know. Mind control attempt or some sort of psionic attack attempt over there. So it could, again, could be like the original XCOM. It could be that the weaker aliens don't quite have the mind control ability, so they can cause you to panic and lose will and morale, but can't actually do a lot beyond that. Let's get Missy up here. I think we're safe over there. We're just going to crouch down and wait for the impending doom. It was actually you, Spencer, that took a shot there, which was a bit of a pain. Now, we know there's still another guy up over there. Can we deal with you? No, we've got a lot of block going on. What about you, Shadowhawk? You should have a relatively good shot from there. So if we crouch you down, and 91% chance to hit. Well, hit to the face. Didn't get a kill, sadly. We do have Bob around here, though. And Bob does have a line of sight, so we're going to crouch and... Oh, now we don't have the time unit. 74% chance, though. And we got a kill. Brilliant. Okay, so... Can't see that other one anymore that was around there, so we're going to move around this corner. And crouch. We are going to get Spencer just to retreat behind this tree a little bit. Crouch. Go into your backpack. We are going to take your medikit, and you are going to... heal yourself up as much as you can. That is good. Probably have the time units to swap your weapon back as well. Not quite. Okay. I think I'm going to move Sweet Cherry Pie around the back. Obviously don't want her finding any aliens because we don't have any ability whatsoever to deal with them unless we are right in their face. We do need to start getting Steven further forwards. And I think we've just knocked him out. Nope. Just choked a little bit. You might be alright. Oh, I think we reloaded on the last turn. That's why he couldn't move very far. That would make sense. But you're going to crouch down there. I'd think it would make more sense just to supply your own guys with breathing apparatus, knowing that they're going to be using some sort of, you know, smoke bombs and stuff. So, at least the guy who has the rocket launcher should have some sort of breathing apparatus. That'll make a lot more sense. Okay, a lot of places where these aliens could hide, which is a little bit worrying. We still have... Ah, we have Ben in here, don't we? Let's not forget about you, sir. Can we get you behind this rock? No, we cannot. Can we get you anywhere safe? Well, you can hide behind this tree. It might work. Okay, it's a hail of suppressive fire that, despite being miles away from Sweet Cherry Pie, still managed to suppress her, but not our biggest issue at the moment. And we know roughly where it came from. I mean, we expected that anyway. We knew that there was somebody out there. And we found you. This is not exactly a great spot to be in. Does it matter if we capture more than one? Let's get you to safety. Not sure how well this is going to work. I think I might bring you back around the corner, turn you to face and crouch so you've got the reaction shot. Sweet Cherry Pie, you've had your time units halved because you have been suppressed. There's nowhere you can really get to that is safe, but that might give you a bit of extra cover there. We'll give Spencer his rifle back. He may be able to get a shot in if need be. Ben, you're going to start making your way forwards in case we need to deal with anything from any other directions. You have spotted an alien, but I've got a feeling... Yep, it's our friend that we had already spotted. I'm going to put you here behind the door. If you can actually make it there without all the dirt. And then you can possibly shoot him if we need to do that later on. I'm also going to run Bob up to this corner. And then hopefully we can use Bob to keep his eye on the UFO. Not on this turn though, because he doesn't really have the movement for that. Missy, you're kind of out of position still. Let's get you over here. We've still got that guy there, which is a bit worrisome. So let's move you to there and crouch. You should be okay. Anybody who hasn't moved yet. I've got a few people that haven't moved far. Shadowhawk, what's your line of sight like there? Not brilliant. Can we get you over here? Yes, with no time units left, but at least you will be in a better position to do stuff about stuff. End the turn. Everybody dies. Right, I missed that. Was that a panic or was it a mind control? I didn't read the prompt. Still, if it's only mind controlled somebody who's just got a stun stick and a shield, I don't think we've got too much to worry about. Yep, she's panicked, which is fine. And you're unconscious, which is even better. So, Bob. If anything moves, shoot it. Unless it's one of our guys, then probably don't. But we will see. Ben. I prefer you to go through the building, to be honest. Turn, crouch. Got to make sure not to walk through the smoke here. Now that we know that that one's down, we'll take Missy Kiwi up here a little bit. Do a tiny bit of scouting. Looks mainly clear over here. So you're going to come up at the side of the UFO, and you'll be on this door. Shadowhawk, where would be a good place for you? Let's run you out over here behind this tree. Again, you can't do anything on this turn, but you will be in a position later on. Let's get Steven to reload. Move you as far forwards as we can. We'll use this building for cover because we know it's clear. Providing none of these aliens start getting back up and shooting back, that is. James. Could do with you in a better position. Yep, that's it. I didn't want you to run through the smoke. That was the main fear that I had there. So let's just move you forwards. Spencer. Oh, you can actually cross the street in a single turn. Good stuff. But you can crouch there. I wish we could get more time units for you. You're incredibly slow. And that leaves Bob with a potential reaction fire. Now, this is one of the larger scouts, but we have probably cleared everybody on the outside. This is most likely civilian movement that we can see. We've managed to kill one there. We incapacitated another. That's 2. We incapacitated one there. That's 3. Yeah, there could be more around, but I'm not terribly convinced that there are. So we're going to continue to try and get Sweet Cherry Pie forwards if we can. And we're going to do our usual thing of getting everybody else to sort of stack up on the doors. So that should the aliens decide they are going to stick their head out, they are going to get a little surprise. Okay, Ben, you are going to go and mirror Missy's move on the opposite side. Don't really have a lot of time units left, but that is okay. Shadowhawk, sir. Hide in the trees. Face that direction and crouch. And I think we could put Stephen here. Now, admittedly, you don't have a lot of cover there, but you're a good enough distance away, and you should be able to get a shot in if need be. And James, let's start getting you up around the outs here, because it go around the back, so you don't end up getting shot. Still got enough time to crouch. Who do we have left? Spencer. What do we do with Spencer? I don't think there's any more aliens on the outside of the map. I really don't. I could be completely wrong about that, though. I mean, there is still... I mean, that is the edge of the map. You can see as far as the circle moves, this line here, this is the very edge of the map. So there'd be a very small area there where there could potentially be an alien. There could be one there. We've pretty much checked all around these. I don't really see them going into buildings all that often. I think we're good. And Bob, you're just going to sit there if that door opens and hopefully deal with whatever you can see. Okay, Spencer has become unnerved. Luckily, he doesn't really have the time units to do anything about it. What does unnerving actually do? Yeah, it's actually reducing his morale, so we've got to be careful there. I think, because you've got such low time units and you're probably not going to be able to do a lot, we're just going to stick you in this building, and then at least there you're probably, hopefully, going to stay out of trouble. Start moving Sweet Cherry Pie forwards. Hopefully there you're out of the line of sight of Spencer and he can't shoot you through the door or the window. Although you're not in a particularly great position anyway. We don't necessarily need to try and stun one because that is very, very risky. So we are just going to open the door and see what we can do. We'll get you to crouch first. You'll have the time units. And we find ourselves a purple shirt, 2 blue shirts, and a red shirt. Okay. Ben? Out of there, please. Oh, we're actually fired. No! No! Stop shooting! Ben, it is your lucky day. I mean, seriously. However, Stephen... Steve. This needs to be a hit. Well, considering it said resisted, quite a lot of them went down. I wonder if this one in the red is one of the tougher ones. He could well be like the commander or something like that. That is a possibility. Let's end the turn. The door's still open though. Oh no, he's down. Haha. Of course, it means I can't get in the ship now because there's smoke everywhere. But still, we got a fair few there. Yep. Spencer is running away. Okay. The only reason I'm using you to do this, Ben, is because you're like the luckiest person ever. Crouch. Open door. Don't actually see any aliens. I'm going to move you out. Turn you back to face and crouch. And we're going to wait just a turn or two, hopefully for the smoke to clear, or for the alien that's inside to come back out and choke himself on the smoke. So we're just going to end turn there. And how long it takes for this smoke to dissipate. I don't think the aliens get back up after they've been smoked, but I could be wrong. So, let us go and open the door. Okay, we don't see any aliens, but we're going to start moving people into position. You're probably going to run through the smoke there, but you should be alright. Yeah, you're fine. Okay, so we've got 2 people inside now, which means we've got vision. We will get Stephen to reload, just in case. Should have done that earlier, really. It's my own fault there. James, let's get you inside as well. And of course, you're going to run over the thing. Why wouldn't you? Snipers in there probably aren't all that useful. We could potentially try and get Sweet Cherry Pie in there. I don't really know how well this is going to work, but crouch. Let's end the turn. It is still possible that the alien isn't inside here. I mean, let's be honest, we haven't actually heard the any of the doors opening. This could be a very, very risky maneuver. I've never actually seen in that room. I've never actually got anybody into it. Now, it is possible that, like I said, the alien isn't in the ship and the alien's actually outside somewhere, but that's not too bad because if the ship is clear, we only have to keep people inside for 5 turns and we should be fine. Because I can't really be bothered to go looking everywhere for the aforementioned alien. Okay, there isn't an alien around there, but you can't get because people are in the way. Oh, right, this is annoying. Right, you're going to have to step out over here. You're going to have to step out over there. You are really going to have to hope that luck is with you. I have no idea if this is even going to work. Whoever designed this ship, it is really, really nasty to get into that back room. I mean, of course, that's the reason why it's designed like that. It is so bottlenecked. It is untrue. Okay, we have one. Go and zap it. Reaction fire. It missed. Go and zap him. Zappy zappy. Although, to be fair, it didn't look much like it was zapped. It looked more like it was smashed over the head with a big stick. So, Bob, you have got yourself a service medal for active participation in 10 combat missions, as has Missy Kiwi. Spencer is injured for 7 days. Ben Crooks, you have been promoted to a sergeant. Shadowhawk's actually made it to corporal. He's survived a mission, which is more than I've ever done in any of his LPs. And Sweet Cherry Pie has also been promoted to lieutenant on your maiden mission, which is quite good. We have 2 Saison guards sent to the research division. Very nice. Not very nice, although it's saying 9 aliens killed. Technically, they weren't. No Xenonauts casualties. No local forces casualties. We've got some Alanium. We've got some alien alloys. Quite a lot of the stuff in the ship was destroyed, which is a bit of a pain. But we do have some stuff for cash, which is quite nice. If you remember, we'd have only got 25,000 for just airstriking the place. So that is actually quite good. So if we go to the research screen, we now have alien interrogation, which will probably leave until Alenium Explosives is finished. I don't know if they're going to expire. I don't think there's any particular time limit on these. Doesn't appear to be. So I think we should probably leave that for the time being. Now, we know we've got an injury now, of course. We've got... well, Spencer could still go on to the mission. But we are going to unassign you. And we are going to... Who isn't half dead? I think it's going to be Arcane Cannon on this one. So... Did I just... Yeah, okay, Arcane Cannon. So if we just go back and look at... So many injured people. Oh, Charlie's... that's why, because we're not back. We're not back at base yet, that's why. Okay. So, let's return to base. There we go. And then we can actually have a look at our soldiers. So, Arcane Cannon, you are going to have Jackal Armor and you're a basic rifleman. Everybody else is fine. As you can see, there's actually quite a list of medals that you can get. There's quite a few of them. We do need to sort of get people's abilities up. We're doing very well here. I mean, just look at the promotions on Missy. There's so many extra time units and health and accuracy. Might be worth taking you off the front lines, getting rid of that shotgun and giving you something like a sniper rifle, because you are getting to be one of our more accurate soldiers. So that's definitely something that we will consider. What do we like for money? 179,000, which isn't an awful lot. But I think what we are going to do over in Area 52 is we are going to, if we can afford it, buy ourselves a new Condor. Now, it's only one. We can't afford a second one, but... what it does allow us to do is respond to any UFOs that we do see over in the Americas. Eventually, of course, we will get a second one over there. The idea is to actually have 2 Condors and a Foxtrot at every base. that is kind of the plan right now. How far are we from month end? 19th of October. So we can wait a little while before we actually have to worry about building our laser weapons. But as soon as the next month comes around and we get some additional funding, my plan is to get some hangars and radar arrays up in Indochina and get at least one interceptor in every base, just so that we can actually see all the bases. You know, we'll have this sort of radius around here and this sort of radius around here. We'll be able to, you know, capture whatever ship caused that, and it will help us out. But we're not doing too bad. We're still looking at a funding change, an increase, which is really good. So I think that we'll start getting laser weaponry out as soon as possible, but it's going to be at the beginning of the next game month. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Xenonauts, and I will see you next time for the continuation of the invasion. And until then, goodbye for now.